I make my way to the train.
The name of the song is called Superhuman Love.
Oh, superhuman love.
It's about that feeling of beauty and love and walking down the street and feeling it and just somebody looking at you and you looking at them, and there's this strange brotherhood about that street and your feet and their feet and your brains and their eyes. That's what it's about. Writing songs ain't like poetry and all that jazz. It's more like making a painting. You have this sound, this melody that comes to you, and that informs you what the words are. Everything else is just like being a stripper, you know? I mean, let's face it, it's like you're looking at yourself naked in the mirror. You know, this is the only time you're allowed to do that where you're actually producing something. So I consider it a healthy thing, you know? Even though people around me don't always, but I mean, that's okay, you know? It's a good song to walk to, you know? I've checked it out, you know? It's a nice walking tune, you know? That's how we basically, when we were tracking that tune with the band, we just started saying, I said, walk. Does this feel right? Does this feel like summer walking? Does this feel, you know, can you move this way when you do it? And that's how we chose the tempo, you know, really. I mean, it's a catwalk tune. Well, no other way to put it, I guess, you know? Lumpty Lump was the first thing I'd ever learned to play, which is that bum, 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 bum. I always wanted to do a Lumpty Lump because all the English always grabbed the Lumpty Lump, you know, in pop, and never a Chicago band. So I just thought, that was one thing I definitely wanted, was to write a Lumpty Lump and be from Chicago and say, look, we lay it down slower, it's like a lowrider when we do it, pal, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's got the Lumpty Lump beat. I like this song because I feel like it's a gift to Chicago. That rhythm, that blues rhythm that came up from the Illinois Central through the South more than any other town, you know. And that's why I thought, this is for Chicago, this is for Chicago's summer. I mean, this is for the people of Chicago to feel it and get down and do whatever they gotta do and all that jazz when they're walking down the street or up with their lovers or at the beach or anything else. I like the line, I was walking down the street looking for a little action. Now, not the kind of action that in some, you know, swinger movie or some jazz like that, but just something to see that's beautiful, somebody to say something that's gorgeous, and somebody to connect at that weird moment.
I make my way to the train.
That's it. It wrote itself, it wrote me, and I follow it. And then you get a song.
All my confusion. I don't care about the rain. I make my way to the train. Superhuman love. Gone are the ways I've known. Yeah.